what's up guys, Pablo here with another video, and today we have the unboxing and my first thoughts and impressions on the Air Max 2021 by Nike. And before we get started, I want to say thank you to everyone that is subscribed to the channel. We just recently crossed 850 subscribers and it means the world to see the channel grow, and that wouldn't be possible without you guys. So thank you again so much for that. Back to the Air Max though, I have only been able to wear the shoes for a couple of days, so these are only my initial thoughts and not a full-on review, so keep that in mind while watching the video. The Air Max 2021 released in July of 2021, and this lifestyle shoe is the latest addition to the Air Max family by Nike. The shoe retails for $160 US, which is right around the price we have seen for the yearly Air Max the past couple of years. You can find them over at Nike and a couple other US retailers, and I got these true to size as usual. The shoes were shipped in Nike's non-environmentally friendly shipping packaging, which was a bit ironic since these are part of their Move to Zero initiative. The reason behind this specific packaging, however, could be the fact that they sent these in a larger shipping box than usual. The bigger shipping packaging makes sense though. When you take out the shoe box, although it looks very familiar to the one we have seen on other Move to Zero initiative shoes, it is larger than usual. The messages on the shoebox, however, are the same that we have seen on other shoes with sustainable materials. The only thing that changes is the percentage of recycled content, which this Air Max 2021 has 20% recycled content by weight, and it's the same as the Free Run 5.0 we looked at last time around. When you open up the shoebox, it makes a lot more sense why the shoes need a larger shoebox to begin with. The shoes, although the right size, are a lot chunkier and larger than most, especially with the air unit at the heel. This air unit definitely steals the spotlight from the rest of the shoe, but in this specific colorway, it has a bright green tone to it, emphasizing it even more. When you take them out of the shoebox, you realize that these have some weight to them, primarily due to the bubble. And although the shoe is not the most lightweight, the upper seems to be meshy and provides some breathability. The right shoe has a small cardboard tag attached to the laces with a summarized version of the messages found on the shoebox. Just like I said in the last video for the Free Run 5.0, it seems a bit counterproductive to add the tag, but that doesn't take away from the fact that these are made from sustainable materials. In an effort to reduce their carbon footprint, Nike added sustainable materials to this year's Air Max, just like they have done with a couple other silhouettes. The product listing on their website, like all other sustainable products, has a Nike Sunburst logo and a sustainable materials tag attached to it. Also, the section how this was made, explaining the importance of the recycled materials and the Move to Zero initiative, is found at the bottom of the page. Just like we saw with the Free Run 5.0, the product page only mentions the overall percentage of recycled content by weight. As mentioned earlier, the shoes are made of 20% recycled content by weight, but that is the only information or percentage regarding the recycled materials on the shoe. Nike does mention that the mesh upper is made from recycled materials. However, they don't specify the percentage for it. I can only assume that the insole and outsole are also made from sustainable materials. The insole has the Nike Sunburst logo at the heel, which could mean that it's made from recycled materials, but it could also just be there for aesthetics or to continue emphasizing the sustainability message. The two-tone outsole has a splatter paint pattern that we have come across before, signaling that that part of the shoe is made from recycled materials. And again, these are just my assumptions since there is no official breakdown of what parts are or are not made from recycled materials. Regardless, the Air Max 2021 is a great looking lifestyle shoe with certain aesthetic features that make this possible. The shoe has an overall deconstructed look. The mesh on the upper is breathable and it has a couple things going on to give it a more modern aesthetic. A combination of a pattern, a Nike swoosh on the lateral side, an overlay with Nike Air Max branding, and a change to a webbing material on the medial side, and a texture pattern acting as a mudguard create a very unique upper. The lacing system is where the deconstructed look becomes more obvious. There are two strips of material that hold the laces together and adjust the shoes. These strips are not fully attached to the upper, creating a floating effect, which reminded me a lot of the React Element 87 and 55. There is a variety of lace hoops within these two pieces of material to provide a more customized fit and look. The most interesting part of the shoe aesthetically is definitely the air unit and the way that it's exposed. As mentioned already, the bubble is larger than usual for an Air Max shoe. It is also meant to be the most revolutionary according to Nike, as they claim the dual pressure unit is the pinnacle of comfort. They carved out most of the midsole at the heel, creating a collapsible cage that exposes most of the large bubble and partners up with it in order to deliver comfort. The rest of the midsole consists of dual density foam that adds even more comfort to the overall experience. All these factors add up to create a great looking and comfortable shoe that can be worn casually in multiple situations. I wore these casually for a couple of days and I have to say that I was very impressed with how comfortable they felt. The padding at the collar wasn't too overwhelming and it helped with providing a solid fit. It is not the most locked in fit though, since the shoes don't have fly wire or anything similar to grasp more of your midfoot. I personally didn't mind this since I don't usually look for this kind of fit with lifestyle shoes. My biggest concern was the larger Air Max bubble and how comfortable that would feel. It turned out to be great and provided a lot of cushioning and responsiveness. The bubble does make you taller however, and it creates a bit of a downward incline when you step. So there might be a bit of a learning curve for some people since this is not your most natural stride. I believe the reason I was fine with them is because I have used the Air Max 270, 720 and 2090 before, which provide a similar experience when wearing them. I also thought that this Air Max 2021 was inspired by these three silhouettes. The overall modern look seems to have some inspiration from the Air Max 270 and 2090. The shoe's wider, heavier, and chunkier feel reminded me a lot of the Air Max 720. Just like the 720 though, the upper doesn't have a lot of flexibility to it, making the shoe feel a bit more rigid. Regardless, I thought that these look great on feet, especially on this colorway. I knew from the beginning that these would look great with jeans, but I was surprised to see how good they actually looked with shorts as well. I didn't bother trying them for performance however, due to the stiffness that I mentioned and a couple other factors. Although these provide a decent cushioning with the foam and bubble, they didn't feel right for running or HIIT workouts. Also, the fact that these have the downward incline or offset due to the larger bubble makes me feel like there's a high chance for injury. Plus, Nike does categorize these under lifestyle shoes on their website. Overall, the Air Max 2021 is the latest addition to the Air Max family. It is comfortable, modern, and it has a lot of details and aspects that make it a great lifestyle shoe, all while being sustainable and helping the planet. And that was it for today's video, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it and got something useful out of it. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up button down below. It would mean a lot. Also, if you have or had the Air Max 2021, please go ahead and leave a comment down below with your thoughts and opinions on it so other people watching can also consider them. Thank you guys for watching. Pablo, out.